Hello, hello everyone, we're back once more. I just can't get enough of the absolute horrors of the sea and me very wisely deciding to set sail on the open waters, knowing full well that I'm going to be accosted by at least 25 different species of terrible, horrible, no good, and disgusting abominations. We're playing Sunless Sea today. It's not about fishing like the last time. It's got an interesting dynasty mechanic sort of thing going. We'll just hop right in and we'll get started. Having trouble earning cash? Try the quest at Captain's Making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. What? Huh? Just like flocks of bats just picked it up and took it away. Now it lies a mile below the surface. Just a mile below the surface, huh? Hold on. Oopsies. That was weird. Hold on, that's fixed now. Apologies about that if that was being heard. Alright, where was I? I guess London just got stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone. I can imagine having an entire city stolen by bats would be rather inconvenient. But it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. A past wreathed in shadows. Decide later if you just want to get out to Z immediately. Choose this. Opportunities to revisit your past will arrive later. Decide who you were and what you want to be. I want to know my backstory. Decide who you were and what you want to be. You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Where do you hang your hat in London? I guess that's where I lodge. Who were you? Now you're a captain, now you belong to the Untersee. But who were you before? An ordained priest. Fell from grace. You fell from grace. There is nothing left ashore for you. An anonymous benefactor has found this way out for you. Perhaps at Z you can overcome your appetites. This will give you a bonus to hearts, the skill of healing and morale. A natural philosopher. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight brought you down to the neath, the cavern where London lies, and now they take you out to Z. This will give you a bonus to mirrors, the skill of detection and perception. Veteran of the campaign of 68. What? What campaign of Huh? You fought in the invasion of hell. I blink. I went to hell? I just invaded hell? London's army's lost, I can imagine. You survived. Your loot and your pension have bought you a command. This will give me a bonus to iron, the skill of causing direct damage. So far we've got deception, perception, healing, and morale. And then beating the shit out of someone. Just absolutely pummeling whoever I see. A poet. Educated and articulate, you seek sensation at sea. How lucky you had a legacy to spend. Your long-vanished father had a rich patron, it seems. This gives you a bonus to pages, the skill of trickery and knowledge. I like how those two are connected. Tricking people and being smart are apparently on the same playing field. A street. Yet, hold on. I just my eyes glazed a little, so I saw things. Trickery is apparently associated to the skill of knowledge, but being a street urchin, which you would assume includes, tricking people, is not here. Instead, it's subtlety and evasion. Your urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. Yeah, that generally is how it is with urchins. Most of the time, they tend to be, children. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. I'm sorry, these urchins, this specific urchin was able to get enough money from a single score to buy a whole ass ship, and that's on par with a poet who had a rich patron, a veteran getting a command. This one, I can understand it being on par with an ordained priest who's on the lam. Natural. What was it? How did you end up with? Now they take you out to sea. Okay, this one doesn't even explain how you got the money. You just kind of end up at Z. Alright. But yeah, Veil's subtlety and evasion. I mean, if we're captaining a ship, we've got to have an experienced soldier, right? We've got to be a veteran. Gotta be ready to beat up anything that comes my way. Who the hell? What are you? My shady cook? He can render the supplies edible if not palatable. Holy, he's a looker. Stern and exacting. They will not trifle with you. You promised a job to your acquaintance, the shady cook. He'll do until you find someone less disgusting. What are you talking about? That man's all hair. Look at him. I bet he doesn't even wear anything to prevent it from falling into the food. Absolute looker. The schnoz on that guy. Where was I? He'll do until you... Yeah. Talk to him to find out why he went to Z. You are a weary soldier, now you're a Z captain. Your a stranger quality has gone. Welcome to the world. You've gained 20 echo. I'm guessing that's my money? No. Currency. Oh no, that is currency of the bazaar and thus the currency of London. 25 iron. Destroy. Increase the damage your attacks do. Yeah, okay, that is what I signed up for. I've got a shady cook. Someone is looking for passage. Choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. Okay. Good start. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you've often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. That's certainly an idea. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z, write a masterpiece, and retire. I don't feel like my soldier would be very interested in that. Wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family, perhaps. A private kingdom. You can't choose this now, but you may find an opportunity to switch to it later in game. Establish a colony where you are absolute ruler, a utopia, perhaps. Perhaps. You need impossible 1. Choice is not yet available. It will be someday. Alright. Spoilers, huh? Good start, good start. I think my fair, grizzled veteran of a captain would be interested in rediscovering his father's bones. Full fathom 5. Find where he fell and bring him home. When you've found your father's bones, you can retire to Victory, explore fallen London to find your first clue. An occurrence, your objective, ambition. Quality is now find your father's bones and then retire. Okay. Alas, scrap paperwork. Captain! An irregularity with the Harbour Master's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore? This will determine what people call your captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. Okay. More Z captains choose this than you might expect, madam. My lord, perhaps you really do come from noble family. Who's to know? My lady, same as above. Captain will do perfectly well ashore, as well as at sea, thank you. Citizen, a term of address popular among those of egalitarian sentiment. And sir. So, I'm going to just keep it to captain. I'm an officer, after all. Captain will do perfectly well ashore, as well as at sea, thank you. Captain it is. A last piece of advice. Explore. Take chances. This captain will probably die. The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. An occurrence. Your addressed as quality is now captain. Who are you? Yo, got that crazy do. Damn, where did you get that one? Is that like designer or something? That can at least pass as like just a really bad hair day, even if it looks like your hair is growing legs. This one, however, is a little harder to pass. Got the Medusa up too. Ooh, scientist, writer. Dude's stash is going outwards. Why don't any of the like more masculine looking look? Well, actually, this guy's got it going on. I don't know what your deal is, friend. Phantom of the Opera mask. Why is it that is that just like women's fashion in this world to have literal Cthulhu as your hair? We're going to go with the this guy's stash is so defined it even goes into his profile. We'll go with we're gonna go with the funny guy who's just in his diving suit at all times. Gonna go with Kaz to start. Oh boy, your father's bones, a cold trail. Your father lost at sea so very long ago. The trail was cold, but now you have a lead. The dark spectacled admiral. 1 week ago, the admiral grew incautious after one brandy too many in the Parthenaeum Club. He made references to your father's deplorable end, and expressed his regret that he had not prevented it. You are not a member of the Parthenaeum, but their head waiter once served in your regiment. Go. The Admiralty. You meet your friend, the head waiter, and learn that the Admiral has not returned since. Perhaps he regrets his outspokenness. You'll have to find him in his lair at the Admiralty. Win 3 levels of Admiralty's favor and visit the Admiralty Survey Office to speak with the Admiral. Fallen London. Deep, dark, and marvelous, all voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. Advice for captains. Let's see here. I'm new to the— oh my goodness gracious me. Sell the book. At the end you can sell the tutorial book. Alright. On endings and beginnings. Captains often die. This is not the end. When you die, you'll learn lessons which will help you survive next time. Beware, the layout of the Untersee changes with each new captain, but home waters are stable, and islands will only move so far. Legacies. Future captains can inherit some skills, officers, equipment, and money. Over time, you'll find extra items and advantages that allow you to persevere a greater inheritance. Or to preserve a greater inheritance. Okay. On exploration. Exploration is the heart of the game. Risk brings rewards. Staying close to London is safe, but eventually you'll run out of fuel and supplies. Exploring and playing port stories will allow you to find secrets and echoes. Spending secrets and echoes. Speak to your officers to spend secrets on improving your abilities. Spend echoes on equipment in ports. You can often find officers in London. Mercy. Unforgivable mode is how the game is meant to be played. One autosave updated whenever you reach ports, and wiped on death. If you are getting frustrated or want a more leisurely exploration, you can switch to merciful mode. Merciful mode. Saving or loading manually will permanently switch your character to merciful mode. This will remove the Invictus token. Completing a game with the Invictus token intact is a badge of honor. We're not going to engage with mercy mode. We're gonna do this how it's meant to be played. Dying like 20 billion times and having so many heirs that it's almost difficult to remember who is who. Machines. Your prow lamp dispels darkness, reduces terror, allows you to find Z marks. Your engines, of course, drive the ship forward into the night. Both your prow lamp and your engines use fuel. More powerful engines use more fuel, but all lamps use fuel at the same rate. Try not to run out of fuel. Note that the Admiralty will compensate you with fuel for port reports. Good to know. On finding places to explore, use your Z-Bat Scout, sorry. I thought that said Z-Boat. No, that's the Z-Bat, our good bat. Probably one of those pesky bats that stole London into the underground. Technically, it's a chiropteroscope. That's a long-ass word. But we're among friends here. Z-Bat. Send out your Z-Bat and it'll tell you where the nearest undiscovered island is. Be warned, if you're moving, it will give less accurate directions. Pause to get the most accurate reading. Okay. I don't know how to use my bat ability, but fighting. When your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you'll see the firing solution. The glow around the fire buttons increase. When it's complete, let them have it. You can fire earlier if you like, but you may miss. Larger ships may have access to different gun slots. Avoiding enemy attacks. A green glow means your enemy is in the light. Enemy ships also have an arc on their guns. Try to stay out of their way. Enemy Z-beasts will generally try to ram or bite you, and they'll submerge between times to avoid your attacks. If you're careful and turn your lights off, you may also be able to sneak up behind them and get a shot in first. Makes sense, Tommy. Stories. When you put into port, you can generally explore and exhaust the story options until your next visit. Something awaits you. If you have the something awaits you quality when at Z, you know that more story is waiting for you when you make port. It'll crop up whenever you're sailing around. If you see a flavor message like distant bells, that means you have something awaits. Okay. Very natural way. How's the neuron? Don't talk to me. I feel the pull constantly. Terror. Terror increases gradually over time while you're out at Z, away from land. Watch the skull. When you see orange or red pips, terror will bump up if you spend much longer in the frightening place. Many events will increase it too. How do I reduce it? Use shore leave in London or in other ports, but London is most cost-effective to reduce it. Lots and lots of other stories increase or reduce terror. Okay. Alright. On new stories, this is locked. Unlocked with 1 key of dreams. We'll add new stories to the game from time to time. You can download them from the main menu. I don't care. Sell the book. You're a veteran captain and require no more advice. Very well then. Sold. Someone else will appreciate M. Demo's work. You no longer have any of this advice for captains. Cool. She's the greatest city of the Untersee. Probably the only real city, I imagine. Sorry, I just looked up again at my shady cook and then realized I have a comatose ferret. What the hell? No, little guy, he's my mascot. Mostly it's immobile, occasionally it's feral. Oh, he's not actually comatose, he's just very lazy and then goes absolutely rabid at times. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright. Someone in dock wants to board your ship. Agree to carry the gnomic Gallivant to the Cumaean Canal or the Iron and Misery funging station, or both. History is a horse. Who will prick it with their spurs? He cries to no one in particular. A drop of blood may be as precious as a ruby. And a request for passage with no more than 2. You have 2. So, do I want to transport whoever the hell this guy is to where exactly? To the Cumaean Canal or the Iron and Misery funging station, or both. I don't know where either of those are, though, so, like, I'm not sure if I should do that, technically, but, I mean, sure, come aboard, buddy. Welcome aboard. He puffs out his chest. Ruby studs gleam in the lamplight. I knew London had enterprising souls still left in it. I am seeking truths, Captain, which I am told I may find in the Iron and Misery funging station and the Cumaean Canal. Ideally, I'd learn both, but I could settle for one. I could settle for one. Period. For at Port Cecil there will be a contest, and we will change the world with a game of chess. A king will fall. Really, now. Sure, whatever. Your lodgings... Your father's bones, the next step that you want. Do you have what your contact wants? I don't believe so. I said I need to have, like, reputation with... Who exactly? Hold... This is my deck. Gun engine. There's my Invictus token. Some fuel, my supplies. Bridge and auxiliary, weapon slots. Okay. My journal. Oh! Objectives and story progress are on the right-hand side. Mouse over an icon or click on the category heading to see details. Cool. Memoirs, my objective, my father's bones, miscellaneous, ruby writing. Oh, that's the guy that I'm transporting. Gotcha. But it's almost safe. Mariner, you know something of the Untersee. Request for passage. Welcome to passenger aboard. Someone in London requires your service. Yeah, I've been over that. My officers. Left click and drag to assign officers, or right click to speak to them. Assigned officers give ability bonuses. Don't want to talk to them just yet. Oh my goodness, what is this? Mrs. Plenty's shipside provisioners. A profitable sideline for the notorious carnival entrepreneur. Shops. Here you can buy fuel, supplies, ship equipment, and trade goods. Shops are displayed on the left. Click on one to see its wares. The Wolfstack Exchange carries naval surplus. Caminus Yards. The dangerously jovial Mr. Fires manufactures the most intimidating, least carefully tested devices. Really now? You don't say. Tempting, I'm sure. Iron and Misery Company. Hey, hey guys, where's your jesting ground or whatever that guy said? You mind letting me in on that information? The Serpentine, what? A shimmering complexus of steel and glass, in its heart a serpent king rages, or so the magician claims. We got magic here? I'm sorry, this engine has a serpent really angry inside of it. You learned 500 echoes. You don't have enough of these. Yeah, no shit. I don't even know what the hell that is. I've got an elderly steeple engine. That's about it. Multitudes, House of Vision. Withern Optical. Clear as ice and sharp as salt. Equips to the bridge. That might be helpful. So what do I've got 50 iron right now, but like everything else starts at 25. I've got 2 hearts from my mascot and cook. What's this? Crew, 8 out of 10. How many sailors do you have aboard? I've got 8. And so long as I have those 8, I'll never run out of supplies. Soulless fruit. In smaller quantities, delightful and refreshing. In larger quantities, one of the very nicest ways to die. Oh, those look like cherries. You're telling me I eat 1 too many cherries, I'm gonna fucking explode or something? Whatever. I'm gonna buy some fuel and supplies, methinks. Echoes. London's currency is the echo. To earn money, explore the map and bring back ports reports and treasures. You can trade too, but exploration and stories are much more profitable. That's what you say. I'm going to prove the value of absolutely... What the fuck are foxfire candles? We've all made mistakes. If only those mistakes could be left in the dark. Gotcha. Shipyard. Ooh, ships. Various types of ships. I'm sorry, what the heck is this thing? The Stymphalos class steam launch. Possibly there's a reason you might want to set to Z in a boat the size of a dining room table. Yo, what exactly? 75, 1 hull. You get sneezed on and this thing explodes. Hold capacity 5, 40. Weight 500 to my 1000. Quarters 10, 4. Iron bonus minus 20. Veils bonus a whole 2. I don't think that's really worth it, I'm gonna be honest. What's the absolute biggest lad you've got? The eschatologue class dreadnought. Z-beasts can overwhelm any ship ever built. The eschatologue was designed to be the exception. I just a measly, what is that, 30,000 echoes? You know, just 30,000 echoes. And you've got a deal. Technically 29,000 because I'd be trading in my current ship. Veils minus 25. I don't think you're going to be hiding with this fucking thing. Not in a million years. Alright, well. Story London. Adopt a Blemigan Gallivanter. A Blemigan sits atop a splintered crate, clicking and whistling at captains as they come near. Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. Unlocked with favors. Admiralties favor no more than 2. Visit the university. I'm not into university. I'm a ship captain. I'm a veteran. I don't do that. There is no danger here. Corrosion. Wolfstack Docks. There's various ways to unlock that one. Hire on more crew. I don't think we need more crew. We've got 8 out of 10. That's plenty. Put your ship in dry dock for repairs or sometimes other purposes. Offer passage to a tomb colonist. An emigrant will pay to be taken north to Venderbite. And a recruit who awaits your attention. There's no one who's looking to be recruited there, it seems. Adopt a Plemigan Gallivanter. Who the hell? A polite bow. You extend your hand and the Blemigan leaps on. Its tendrils entwine with your fingers, and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. Is it old enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drawn on in pen in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosom winces as you bring it aboard. You now have one of this Plemigan Gallivanter. I'm sorry. What a keen little I'm sorry, I just hired a mushroom? Ain't no way you just told me I hired a mushroom. What a keen little mushroom. Oh, he's got +3 mirrors and +2 pages. He does have better stats than my current mascot. I'm sorry, my little ferret, but the mushroom wins here. You sure I can't hire this mushroom to be my surgeon? Come on, please. Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. They'll pay for information from Z captains. Find out more. I clicked continue a little too soon there. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The survey office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports, and trade them in here. The first time you trade in a port report, you'll gain Admiralty's favor. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Well, if we can be assured of your discretion... ask to speak to the higher authority. Do you have an appointment? No. What about this? This port. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from Gelder's Morn in the Corsair's Forest, somewhere not far from home waters. That doesn't give me a damn direction to refer to. What? It's in our home waters. You'll find it eventually. Just go in direction, so long as you don't leave our home waters. Thanks, appreciate that. Can I talk to a higher authority? Not as such. Once you've proven yourself, perhaps. Fuck. Unlocked with favors. Admiralty's favor, no more than 2. I don't think I have any favors. Alright, we'll leave. Anywhere else fun to go? University? No. Hire on more crew? No. Put your ship? No. Offer passage to a tomb colonist. I am uninvolved right now. Unlocked with no more than 0 tomb colonist. Taken north to Venderblight. I mean, it's our job. I'm sure that I can get a report while I'm there. Sure. It's oddly difficult to die and fall in London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep there until the journey is done. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them north to the colony of Venderblight and sell them there. Sell them! Gotcha. Okay. What about my lodgings? You can read the morning papers. Formerly known as the magazine, the Spiteful Trumpeter News. Nah, I don't need to read that news. Is that my father's scout? Need tarot. Oh, rest in room above the blind helmsman. Is it my study? I don't have one of those, I guess. Purchase an elegant townhouse. I don't have only 1,000 echoes to buy a townhouse? Damn. I mean, I don't know how easy it is to get money realistically, so I shouldn't say anything there. But what about... what's this one? Consider retirement from seafaring life. No. Unlocked when memoirs, quality of lodgings is an elegant townhouse or a Z-side mansion. Back to the rest of the city. No. I still need 3 favor. Admiralty's favor 3. Alright, well, setting sail. Click the launch button to leave port. Where launch? Oh, there. Oh boy. Use the WSD keys to move, tap W twice to reach max speed, tap S to slow down or reverse, and use the A and D keys to steer. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, it's tank controls. Bad Stevener's Abyss. Discovered Bad Stevener's Abyss. 50 fragments. The hell are fragments? There's our hunger. Rowena's rocks. Oh, is that another ship? Battle? I don't want to battle. Yo, what's up, big guy? Discovered Hunter's Keep. Man, I'm getting a lot of... Oh, something awaits you. After a short time at Z, a lamp icon will appear above the logbook. It means that opportunities await you at the next port. Low Barnet. I feel it's telling me I've discovered these things before I've even like actually gotten them into my screen of view. Engine temperature, fuel barrels. Didn't I buy like extra fuel barrels? Hold on. How do I access my inventory? What's the button for... There goes my Z-Bat, I guess! Even a sepia... Dust echoes, even a sepia tint to the air. These are the waters around tomb colonies. Terror, I don't like that. Stop telling me stuff! Hold on, can I like pause or something? Pause. Relax. Alright, what's happening here? When you see green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark and your crew's terror will increase. Watch the pips on the terror indicator. It increases faster when you're far from land. Don't let it reach 100. Gotcha. Fragments. You receive fragments when you discover new places. Acquire enough of them and you'll gain a secret. You can use secrets to improve your captain's skills by talking to officers, or for some key stories. Gotcha, gotcha. Is this what, your pages score is 27, so glean another 37 fragments to gain a secret. Gotcha. I don't want to talk. I don't want to invest in the shady cook of all people, honestly. Alright, back to moving. There's Carissa's point. I don't know what that is specifically, but I was told... Ooh. You gained a secret. Speak to your officers. Why did the tutorial thing come up? Oh, headlights. Your prow lights can be turned on or off. Leaving it on reduces the rate at which you gain terror, but makes you more visible to enemies. Well, I don't have those yet. What the hell is going on over here? Tenochuk? What the hell? I thought I was in London. Ports. That circle of light is a port. Go there for stories. Vendor light. There we are. Docking. To visit the dock, click the dock button. We brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? One last fight. Your passenger has been drinking. Ahoy! She chortles. Defend yourself! She launches a tipsy assault. Your crew hang back, chuckling. Thanks, crew. A your iron quality gives you 100%. I beat the shit out of her. An effortless defense. Tomb colonists have a lifetime of bitter experience. Some of them are the deadliest combatants under the earth. Possibly this one is when she hasn't drunk quite so much rum. You'll never know. She salutes you, laughing after you disarm her. Good fight! She opines. Then she staggers backwards and falls over the side. You never do find what happened to her, but at least you have her rather magnificent cavalry saber and her belongings. Oh, so she just popped out of the coffin, unguard, and then fell over a ledge, and then we're like, alright, well, guess this is ours now. Good, good. Succeeded Iron Challenge, you brought a Tomb Colonist to Venderblight, and defeated them in an unexpected duel. Outlands Artifact. Outlandish Artifact. Oh, outlandish, not outlands. This belongs in a museum, assuming that colonial imperial appropriation for the purpose of hegemonic taxon big word is a suitable response to the problem of intercultural contact, which it probably is because museums are magnificent institutions. If you've made an ironclad will, you can convert a collection of these into an heirloom for your successor. Gotcha. I got another point in iron. I lost the Tomb Colonist, but I gained 2 supplies. Nice. Tomb Colony of Venderblight. Wow, that's pretty. On deck you can hear the sound that 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most relentless or restless concert audience, or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. I can't do this, so I'm not even going to bother reading it. Explore Venderblight. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture, until they laugh or cough. 1 building in 3 seems abandoned. Let's explore. A corkscrewed street. At the twisty tip of an odd little side street, welcoming yellow light glows from the gilt-lettered windows of a restaurant. The sign reads, Vengeance of Jonah. A beefy tomb colonist bustles up. A grey mustache pokes impertinently out from under his bandages. Come in, come in. That's all for now. You'll find a story when you next make port. Bandage Poisoneer at Venderblight seeks passage with a Z captain sympathetic to intrepid cuisine. Intrepid cuisine. I lost some terror at least. The Vengeance of Jonah. It's a cramped little place, but better lit than most places in the tomb colonies. The sense of the dishes are what is with this game and having big words? Multitudinous and extraordinary. Are they good? They might be. They might be good. It's difficult to tell. I can sample today's special. I need to be terrified in order for me to be... Oh, and have money to pay, obviously. Recruit the bandage poisoneer. I don't have 300 echoes. Alright, I can't do anything here. Visit the first curator. Z Captains, the first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. Okay, witnessed. Let's go see this guy turn to dust, I guess. Black. That's all I see. No more light. The obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. Understandable. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighters, bees buzz in latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandage shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Listen to the whispered request. See Captain Silkskin. Not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors, 7 colors. Pay well. Okay. I can do that. Thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colors. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderblight. Sure, I'll find colors for you, I guess. 7 colors? Cosmogon, Irigo, Pelican. Steward has list. Find them here and there across the wide black Z. What's the Grand Sanatorium? Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z. So we needed something else, somewhere to end. Cool, gotcha. Sure, I'll take your commission. Holy! No more words. It collapses, rustling back onto the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished in it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do this one last favor. Cool. Alright. Gather gossip. Port report. Along the coast of the Interzee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace, but they don't give up their ties to home, or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Port report from Vanderblight. Cool. Anything else I can do here? I've already done that. Nope, nothing. Alright. Out to sea we go. What's that thing that they wanted me to do again? They wanted me... Where do I look at my journal? Journal. Memoirs objective. Admiralty. Retrieve strategic information from Gators. Mourn in the Corsair's forest, somewhere not far from home waters. Okay. Well, off we go. He's getting Sophied, I guess. Man, we slow ship. Trying to stay close to home waters, I guess. I don't know what constitutes home waters, though. Can I look at a map? Oh, I can. I just clicked at... Oh. Decently large. What the heck is that? Is that like a ship that I saw? Oh no, that's a harbor. What am I thinking? Well, that's Vanderblight. Was that like... Was that where I was meant to go? I have no idea. Keyboard shortcuts. I don't need to know about keyboard shortcuts. I've played video games, thank you. Davies Bay. Prickfinger Wastes. Huh. A row of watchful Z-bats perched on the ship's railing. Their heads swivel in unison as you cross the deck. Sometimes just reading the logbook is interesting. I fed the crew. Good. I don't want them getting hungry. Oh, I'm back already. Okay, so, Fallen London is in fact like just up against the edge of the map. I gotcha. Big fan of Bad Stevener's Abyss. Oh wait, hold on, what is... That circle means that I can dock. Can I just, like, dock with this guy? Who are you? Sailor raises her hand, sniffs sharply, blood on the wind. Okay, I have no idea what that was. Owie! Pfft. Good job, me. I grazed the tip of my ship against that. Dock. Light ship. It clears. Bright beam warns the war. Its clear, bright beam warms the way. Oh, I can purchase fuel from these guys. Unlocked with a propagation, a light ship no more than 0. Speak to the crew. Unlocked with recent news. Only 20 echoes for 1 fuel. Oh, that's... London's just over there. I should not have done that. It's like 10 for them. What is this game about? Whatever we want to make it about, really. It's sort of free form in that regard. Basically, I think that's a beast under the waters over there. That's not going to be fun. Oh! Combat! You've encountered an opponent! The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prow light. The deck gun will be highlighted as your crew makes progress towards a firing solution. Press space or close the tutorial to continue. But to answer the question, it's essentially whatever you want to make it out to be. You can do as you like in the seas. Basically, loose idea I have of the story is essentially Cthulhu fucked things up. I don't know if it's Cthulhu himself or if it's just by nature of things that happened. London got pulled to the sea floor, I guess. And everything's kind of shattered and all over the place. It's steampunky, sort of, I believe. Again, I've got a very loose idea of how things are, so we'll sort of experience the world together. Quick sippy before I try and gun down this auroral megalops. What the heck? Oh no! Owie! Bastard! Fuck! Stop doing that! Claiming your prize. Congratulations, you've defeated your opponent. Move to the site of their demise to salvage something. Alright, full speed ahead. Well, not full speed. Actually, no, yeah, full speed, please. I want to get there today. The Megalops defeated. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded as bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Big crab. Dissect it for knowledge, or butcher it for supplies. Let's dissect it. Crab full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops. of one of the deep-sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. 25 fragments. Ooh. So you get experience for dissecting it. Or they're essentially... Alright, Mutton Island. Quaker's Haven. Oh wow, it's... Damn it, cloudy right now. I can't see anything. Murray Straits. Murray? Maybe? I don't know. Either way. Haven't I bought like more fuel barrels? Like, why does it say it's only 6, like... How do I look at my inventory? Hold. I swear I bought more fuel than this. Okay, well. Oh, why did I was still like in battle mode, it seems. Distant bells. I can't dock with this place, it seems. Seems to just be a funny little place. Home waters, sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. Rowena's Rocks. The Sisterhood. Abbey Rock. It's a dock at least, but not the one I'm looking for. We'll land anyways to hopefully buy fuel, because holy crap, it's going and it's gone. Westergen's Fire. Abbey Rock. Trade supplies. Resources are limited on this bleak rock. The Sisterhood will pay a fair price for supplies. Not a good price, mind. 20 echoes to be precise. That's, I think, more than... Actually, I think that's exactly how much it cost me to buy supply in London, so probably not. Compile a port report, please. Nothing is happening. The sisters watch us. We feel their eyes. The sea crashes on the rocks, withdraws. The fortress stands stolid as the last year of a century. The greatest peril you risk here is a certain purpleness of prose. Stories await when you next make port. I could watch the convent and see what happens there. Offer a gift. Don't have a hunting trophy, sadly. Search your surroundings. Unlocked with no more than 0 memoirs. Beginner's luck. A cache. You follow tracks into a sea cave. Someone has stored food, supplies, ammunition. It can't be the nuns. These crates have a connate look. The Admiralty will want to know about this. 5 fuel, 5 supply. Holy, I don't need to buy anything anytime soon, I guess. 1 strategic information and torpedo components. Neat. Let's watch the convent. Gain 5 fragments. Like huge and deadly herons, the sisters talk along the very tops of the walls. You watch through a spyglass as they leap and whirl, slashing at each other with a variety of frightening weapons. God, One of them just turned a somersault. Damn. So badass. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep my supplies. I'm not trading these to these people. Alright, let's head off. Mr. Gren's fire. Said that the fucking... What the hell is that thing? Oi, you! Freak! Oh no, you don't. You get back here. Loser. Oh no! Owie! Little bastard. Oh no. He's rearing up again. Stop! No, no! Owie! Hull damage. Yeah, I noticed. Bastard. Little shit just launched at me. I thought he was just gonna take it. Fuck. Report visage. Perhaps you can eat it. Better yet, perhaps your sailors can. The gilliflower. Is it a young jellyfish? A lesser subspecies? Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the sea. That's what you get for calling him a loser. Shut up! Don't bully me! I've taken nearly 25 hull damage at this point. Let it disperse. Let's see what you have. A Z story. From above, the gilliflower's cap does look a little like a woman's face. Oh, I didn't like that. I don't like that it brought attention to that. She dissolves like a smeared paint. Strange truths are told of the waves, and what lies beneath the lies are even stranger. Cool, cool. All clear. What's with that line? Is that supposed to be what home waters are? Suffered 16 damage from that little shit. Yeah, it seems to let me know when I'm in home waters, so I'm guessing this line is the divider of home waters. Where am I trying to go again? It's like... retrieve strategic information from Guider's Morn in the Corsair's Forests. I don't have any idea where the Corsair's Forest is currently. They claim it's home waters. I'm going very far away from light, it seems. A tiny breeze stirs your hair and dies. A little island. Oh boy! Not so friendly friend. And he's gone. That was easier. Dissect it again. More pages. More fragments, please. Thank you. Can I talk to my, unassigned speak to? Your Blemigan Gallivanter. It has made its home on a shelf in your cabin. It has built a nest from loose journal pages, the engineer's scarf, and a possibly pilfered map. Chase your Blimmigan from the engine room. Gusts of laughter sound from within. Your crew might be happy, but they're not working. A game of chase. The engine room is in an uproar. The crew run to and fro, chasing your warbling Blimmigan under the tables and behind machines. It dives into a complicated knot of pipework, and the engineer reaches in to grab it and... A scalding burst of steam catches their arm. "Sorry, Captain," they say, clenching their jaw. "Didn't hear you come in. Just, fixing a pipe." Your Blimmigan emerges from a vent near the floor and slides out. You'll deal with it later. Is that all? It just happens again. You'll deal with it later. Okay. My little mascot buddy is not presently, open to being talked to. The air carries the scent of salt and shadows. Cancabis. Are those a bunch of... That's a bat swarm. I'm going home. I am not dealing with the bats that brought London down into the abyss. Go away. I don't believe for a second that's where I need to go. Oh my god, they're charging me. Owie. Go away. Ow. Fucker. Now and then rocky fragments fall from the roof of the Neath. The decks of older ships are pocked with scars. The sound is one no landlubber knows, and no sailor will ever forget. This one has smashed the glass of a deck binocle. Ill omen, one sailor says. The god in the roof storm is angry. Storm, one of the three nameless gods of the Sea. An absurd superstition. Make a sacrifice to avert misfortune. In the stories, Storm is the noisiest, angriest, and least reasonable of the Sea gods. Better not take chances. I'm gonna dap up my homie, Storm. You know nothing of the three gods of the Sea. You now have the gods of the Sea Storm's attention. I don't know if that's a good thing. You've lost one terror. The sailors know the words, you mumble them. A gift of wine and fish is suitable, marked with the captain's blood. Ow. Bound with copper wire and cast overboard from the bow. The package bobs for a moment and then is sucked beneath the ship. Can you guys leave me the fuck alone? Jesus. Being accosted by two swarms of bats at once is just not my ideal for today, I'll say. Alright, let's maybe head southwards, maybe. Maybe that's how I'll find... Because I started to go up here and it was like... It gave another message of, as though I was leaving home waters, so I have to assume that means not in it. And now going south again, it gave me another home oriented bit of information. In my oh so fair logbook. I keep forgetting that I'm in combat mode after something even mildly accosts me. Can I go over these? Nope. They will bump me. Gotcha. Alright, that's not a way I can go. That is, in fact, a dead end, I believe, by the looks of it. Unless I plan to crash into the bridge. Oh, I've not got much fuel, actually. I should probably dock and just see if I can get something with what I have so far. Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of ship's biscuit. It waggles its antennas impertinently. Little shit. Actually just BMing me, what the hell? Rude. Alright. Docking. An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here looking for those. Nothing to hide. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. They find nothing more dangerous than moldy ship's biscuit. Great. Returning to London, collect messages from the Harbour Master. All the clatter and song of the dockside, it soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Let's see. Oh my god, someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. You now have one of this, another day of free evening. The Rose Market bustles on Roser's Wharf. Who will be there today? A specialist surgeon. She is staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she is available for work. I specialize in amputations. It's easy to acquire unwanted appendages at sea. Okay, mixed feelings about that one. Employ the clattery air. Only 30 echoes. Her talents could be well employed on your vessel. The clattery air is a doctor who increases hearts and iron. Sure. That's an easy buy. More iron for me? Yes, please. She comes with a bag full of knives and her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. Appoint your new officer by drag. Yep, I figured that one out. A very fine evening to you, Captain. Oh. My, what you might call mentor, is very fond of adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation on account of he is so fond of sea captains. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray piled high with fuel and supplies. Who is this patron? Is there a catch? That's the first thing I'm asking. An airy wave. He runs a very fine and very liberal establishment just across the river, what is much patronized by sailors and by men of wit and vinegar, and public house. And there is no obligation to speak of. My patron would hope only that you might remember him kindly, and I suppose that if the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, then I do not imagine he would refuse your offer. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold, or come back later. It would be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dock. I think I have 15 points of space, right? I must do. Sure. 10 fuel and 5 supplies. Oh, my lord. A shadowy figure has made you an offer. Menaces suspicion. Oh no. Oh, you rapscallion. This will increase as you conduct criminal activities or have contact with rough sorts. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. That's unfortunate. Well, my patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps some day you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's head. Should that day come, we will make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct what you might require. Good evening to you. He salutes and is gone. What's the Rose's Wharf? The Rose Market caters to collectors and eccentrics, anyone with exotic tastes and the gumption to harass Z-captains. According to the archaic rules of the market, you can only make one trade per visit. Choose wisely. People at the Rose Market will pay above the usual price for specific goods. Escort some interested acquaintances to the Rose Market. They hope to make a satisfying trade. I can do that with my one free evening. They hope to make a satisfying trade. I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's walk around London. I have a secret for them. I don't want to visit the Rose Market. I have 82 Rose Markets, huh? Carouse in the Wolfstack Docks. I would put your ship in dry dock. First and foremost, actually, while I remember, Surgeon, get in there. 6 hearts, 6 iron, and a doctor aboard, +1. Cool, very helpful. I don't know how that's going to come into play too much, but Admiralty's office. What have the nearly dead been up to then? I submitted that one. I get 10 echoes of fuel and some favor. Abbey Rock as well. 20 echoes for that one. And more favor. New accomplishment. Surveyed Abbey Rock. What's that? Indeed. I'll send you up directly to speak to the Admiral himself. Here's some strategic information. Oh! Megamind? You're ushered into his office off Mansion's Pyre. A cramped room with a vast deck. He surveys you across that... A vast desk. Sorry, I was confused why it said deck. It did not even say deck. I'm just stupid. He surveys you across the desk. Ah, yes, the merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. The Admiral will purchase intelligence from you. A deplorable end. At the Parthenaeum Club, the Admiral dropped hints about your father's and about his about your father and about his deplorable end. What does the Admiral know? I'm not going to pass on strategic information. I'm asking about my father first. Yes, there was a certain report. King Eater's castle, the empty temple at the end of the world. Your father went there. No one makes the pilgrimage there if they intend to return. One way or another, no pilgrim returns home. I have heard that they stay... I have also heard that they go on somewhere even further. It is a regrettable place, Captain. The King Eater's castle. And its pilgrims do regrettable things. If you go, do not take any who are dear to you. King Eater's castle is in the far southeast of the map. Go there if you must. See King Eater's castle in the far southeast. Ah, so my father's bones are currently... I didn't give him the Info, strategic information. Hey, buddy, I'm back. Assistance with subsistence. Ask if the Admiralty can provide a little fuel to cover your costs. This will take you to the dry dock. Locked Admiralty's favor for you have 2. Well, I don't have 4, so... But maybe strategic information will buy me 2 more. Submit vital intelligence. I've only got strategic intelligence, buddy, sorry. Submit your port reports and what is the day-to-day like on those farther shores. I've already given my port reports, I think, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Strategic information. The Admiral sits up, although he steeples his fingers and pretends calm. Invisible eyes. He's hard to read with those sunglasses, but he reads the summary intensely. Satisfactory, he says at least. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. 150 echoes. There we go. That's the kind of numbers we want to see. And one... Oh, it only gave 1 favor, though, apparently. Ask what he needs. Hey, what do you need on a personal level, buddy? Information. Visit a port and will be interested in the port report. Visit places of particular interest and will be interested in the strategic information you gain thereby. We will pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for the love of the Empire. His lip curls. What's left of it. Okay, well... Ask what he needs. No, return to... perhaps not. I didn't want to go that far back. Visit the university. Where'd the, put your ship in dry dock. What the... The dark spectacle at... Oh, I can just go to him directly now. Cool. Hey, hey, buddy, I just walked back in. What day today? Leave the Admiralty. Okay, I don't want to go to the university. I don't want to go to the docks. A matter of luck, pretty good odds, actually. We'll go see. A marvelous night out. You were fortunate. We lost 5 terror. Good. Got some, lost some echoes. Got some recent news, though. Trouble and romance. That night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with someone whose name you do not afterwards recall. She tipsily claims to be a spy wherever she is. She's easy to like, and when the evening ends, you're still together. An elegant fellow with a accent, and an unexpectedly delighted laugh. By the evening's end, it seems natural that he should accompany you home. I don't remember who the hell I was with. Take comfort where you find it, but that's all it is. A relaxing evening. Lost 2 terror. Together you exercise the chill of the neath. When you wake, you're alone, but that's how you've always preferred it. Cool. Alright. Well, I still need to find that damnable prick. Where the hell is he? Shove off. Well provisioned. You are now well provisioned. Try venturing further from London. The risks are greater, but so are the rewards. Are they now? Are they really? Let's be truthful here. Are they really more worthwhile? I'm still trying to find that bastarding forest that I've been told to go and check out, or whatever it is. This frickin'... Where the hell did my objectives go? Yeah, Corsair's Forest, which I still have yet to find. Where the hell is that? Hello? Oh no! Hey buddy, buddy, relax. Stay away from me. Oh no. Owie. How was that a miss? I was point blank. Alright. Rat. Bastard, dude. I'm being accosted by so many of these bastarding things as I'm just trying to go about my life. Let's stop by Quaker's Haven. Maybe that'll be a nice place. Inspire, heal, defend. Destroy and everything else is rather chill about explaining what it is, and then you've got iron that just screams destroy at the top of its lungs. Quaker's Haven. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Gotcha. There's only one public house on the island. The Cock and Magpie is famed for its local chef and, of course, the Z-food. Pick up a wretched mog. What? Meow. Meow. A yellow-eyed, mangy, piebald thing winds around your ankles like a manacle chain. You've never seen a cat's mouth open that wide. Presumably, it's hungry. This is a mascot, one variety of officer. I'm sorry, you adorable, precious creature of the world. But I have a mushroom already as my mascot. I cannot afford you. I wish I could have multiple mascots, just a whole ship of fun little pets, but no. From a dockside stall, how much is that going to cost? 30? Go to hell. Visit the hilltop above town. We'll do this one. Succeeded in a pages challenge. I gained 2 terror, though. I gained 17 fragments. What is it? There's not much wind on the Untersee, but Mutton Island suffers every gust and buffet from an inexplicably local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltops sometimes carries interesting scents. You can't have multiple pets in negative 100 out of 10. You can technically have multiple pets, just not as the mascot, and thus giving stats. I could technically grab it and run, and just keep it in my storage. You stand on a cliff top looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like a god cut in half. What a noise. It must be the caves around the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is a southerly. Alright, I'm adopting the cat. I don't care. You lost 3 supplies! What? 3 supplies? 3 whole supplies. It jumps down from your arms and disappears in the darkness of the ship. An hour later, 5 brutally executed rats are found on the foredeck. Appoint your new mascot by dragging him from the officer's tent. Yeah, I know how it works, but the fact it cost me 3 supplies for 1 cat? 1 cat. I need this to be clear. I love, oh, it's iron. That's actually very valuable to me because I'm an iron main, so actually the cat is the new mascot. What is that? That is not. Its perpetual ill temper does not endear it to the crew, but it does make it an effective ratter. Anyways. Chat to the fisherman. one echo. That's going to piss me off. But sure. They sail the sea around the island. They mend their nets by the harbor. They see all that happens here, but you'll need coin to open their mouths. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work, connate ships putting it in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. I'm not drinking at the Cock and Magpie, thank you. Alright, we continue on. I need to be so clear. Well, I would give a lot for the kitty. I didn't realize it would be 3 supply worth of giving. Slowly approach this guy so that I don't go oh my god, he's like... There we go. What? Oh, you rat bastard, you went underwater. Nice try. All clear. Ooh. 75% now. Oh, probably because I've changed over, so my knowledge is just slightly low enough to make it a modest challenge instead. Damn. I'm butchering it for supplies. Crew lost. Ooh, pale and salty meat. The crew will feast. The glowing flesh is unstable. It crisps and withers as the glow fades, so eat while it's fresh. Okay, so that just immediately affected my hunger. Though I don't feel like my hunger was exactly large enough to warrant it. It's always worth it for a kitty. I'm not disagreeing. I just would have liked to be forewarned about just how much would be, Oh, the Cumaean Canal. That guy that I took on ages ago wants to come here. Helbertine Gates. Man, my top speed is still low as sin, I swear. What the? Where am I supposed to... How am I supposed to get in? Where's the docking? Ah, there it is. Is that a massive, like, railgun up there? No, that's gotta be, like, winches and shit. It's not a, like, mega cannon about to blast me. Dock, the Cumaean Canal staging area. Here the dark waters run down from the surface from a brighter sea. The canal ascends through locks and gates and shadowed turns to the sunlight of the surface. Assist the gnomic gallivant in an enterprise of dubious legality. Huh? A riddle. There are 10 individuals in a room, one of whom is an ancient tyrant. How can you distinguish him? Answer, burglarize a private library for a picture of him beforehand. Huh? 22 fuel to get to the surface, huh? Unlocked with menaces, yearning, burning no more than 199. Don't know what that means. Listen for surface gossip. Yeah, let's listen for surface gossip. Moves in the great game, huh? A sorry end. A card game ends badly when one surface sailor knifes another for all the unusual reasons. The other players scrabble for the coins that spill from her pockets, but you snatch up a scrap of paper they overlook. Curious markings. Dates, times, code names. Spy's work? Moves in the great game. The nations of Europe and beyond compete for influence. Their plots reach even to the Neath. The admiral and the diplomat, among others, will be interested to hear this. This better give me a whole lot of bonuses if I give it to the admiral, or I will be upset. Gather information for the port report. Many ships pass this way, but perhaps you'll pick up something they missed. Business as usual. The gates open and shut. The locks remain free from sabotage. If anywhere besides London is safe in all the Untersee, it's here. The surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. Hello, Abby. Hope the meeting went well. Alright. My gnomic gallivant. Knowing the enemy. As dinner bells sound throughout the port, you carry a ladder to one of the long-moored, half-legal ship hostels. You prop the ladder to the porthole of what the gallivant assures you is the cabin of a French diplomat. He ascends, swiftly leaving you to carry the ladder away. Half an hour later, the gallivant is back on your deck. He polishes his ruby cuffs. I have seen the face of eternity printed in ink. It was a terrible face. Okay. The gnomic gallivant now knows his target's face. Cool. Alright, that's all I can do here. I'm still desperately trying to find the goddamned place that the Admiralty wants me to go to. Gianotti Harbor. My supplies are not looking too hot, to be honest. All because a cat decided I'm hungry. Speaking of cat, actually. Oh, I can't talk to the little guy? Damn. Upsetting. What about the surgeon? Just while we're out at sea. Speak with the clattery air. She works with 2 scalpels at a time, or with a scalpel and a tined instrument, pinning open the flesh she's working on. Her operations are brisk and yield very little blood. Increase your hearts. The best way to extract a secret is to offer one in turn. Spend a secret to improve your hearts unless it's higher than 100. Unlocked with 1 secret. You have 4, but I'm locked. Unlocked when learning about the clattery air is higher than it is. Proposition. Despite her ironical eye. Unlocked with romance. No. Fair with is... no. I'm not interested. Precise bite sizes. Does she wield a fork the way she wields a surgical instrument? The cooked flesh arrives still in its shell. From the claws, 8 legs, body, and head, she renders a dozen neat, bite-sized piles of shredded flesh, sutured with mushroom or pinned together with a needle of chitin. Perhaps she has missed a calling as a chef. She denies it. My mother was the child of a surgeon in the first city. You might say that knife work runs in the family. There is a wicked, quirking smile at the corner of her mouth. Then there are the rumors about my father. She would deny there's any truth in those. I lost a supply. I'm just rinsing through my supplies. I need to go back to shore. Quality is now alerted to rumors about the clattery air's parentage. Alright. Let's increase my hearts, please. For a secret. How much does that? 1. A whole 1 increase, huh? Well, it's something, I guess, so we'll do that. A couple of that. Since I'm been stalking up secrets to no end. That doesn't look safe. I'm going home. I don't care to figure out what that is. What? Actually, I do kind of care to figure out what that is. Adam's Doom. I'm not going to Adam's Doom, guys. I'm not. I refuse to go to Adam's Doom. What? We're going north. Fuck that noise. Oh boy. Whoa. God damn it. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? If he just turns perfectly to match me. Oh, don't you come and join in on the fun. Just barely nicked me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I've got 2 of them now. No, no, no. I am desperately trying to dodge these things right now because, oh my lord. God damn it all. 18 hull left. Kill this thing, please. For the love of the gods. Help me! Help me! Whoever you are, help me, please. Oh, this little bastard. Ugh. You fucking gotta spin in order to get out of the way. Oh, for the love of... Owie! God damn it all. Could you not just watch me getting murked, please, sir? That thing is unfair levels of turning speed. Alright, you little bastard. Oh, I'm going to explode if he hits me. Fucker. A face? Another Z story. I need to go home and repair, 'cause I am... My ship is in tatters. My gods. I never knew jellyfish would be so painful for me to deal with. More Z stories, please. Thank you. All clear. Fuck. Back to London I go. Sippy. Alright. Please. I'm begging at this point. Don't explode me. Where the hell is this? Supposedly, it's in the home waters. The, forest or whatever. The... What's it called again? Yeah, the Corsair's Forest is apparently in the home waters, supposedly. I have yet to see it. When you are far from land, click on the Z-Bat icon. It will search for undiscovered locations nearby. No. No, I don't think I will. Not at this time. You're low on supplies, no shit. Everyone and their mothers are currently eating out of all of my supplies. Coming into back to, so what is this game about? Whatever we want to make it about, to be fair. You create your own story, sort of. You're a captain of a vessel, you're going around the fallen London, sailing about, and trying to, achieve your own, the goals that you set for yourself, really. I collect messages from the Harbor Master. Someone wants to sign on, of course. Something has changed underneath. The Blind Bruiser attends to business on the dock. That's all for now. Okay. Good evening, Captain, and what a marvelous evening it is, if you don't mind my saying so, and given it is my impression you are an obliging sort, I imagine you will not mind at all. And since you are so very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind taking a little detour via Mount Palmerston, with a few articles of cargo if you happen to be in the area. The cheery man will, of course, cover your expense for this trifling inconvenience. You'll need at least 1 unit of space in your hold. Accept the commission. You will need at least one. It is only, after all, a trifling inconvenience. Ask if there is another task you could perform instead. I'll do it, sure. I don't know where that leads. If you'll be so kind to deliver this little gift to our friends in Mount Palmerston, then they will see we get to hear about it. And when you come back, we'll cover your expenses. Bon voyage, as my aunt, who was French by birth, if not by inclination, used to like to say. Mount Palmerston is generally somewhere northeast of London. Okay. Unstamped crate of brilliant souls. You got souls in there? Between this and Dredge, I'm starting to think whoever keeps letting you pilot a ship is a sadist. Maybe. Probably even. Visit Clathermont's tattoo parlor. No, I don't think I will. The merchant venturer, an urchin, tugs your sleeve. I have need, Governor. Governor wants a word. A brooding figure waits at the lamplight's edge. Speak to the merchant venturer. I have need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an intensive one. Here are my requirements. Opportunity for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates. And he won't ask how you come by these things. The venturer has a request. Speak to him further or check your journal. Something warming. 7 Zoop or 7 Muttersalt. Alright, I can't help you right now. Large lad. He's got quite the pristine head. You're a real sailor now, after all. You could go to one of those tobacco and prey places by the docks, but the prices at Clathermont's are reasonable, and his daughters are real artists. But what sign will you choose? The Dauntless Hand. This will increase iron by 2 permanently and cure up to 25 points of terror. I would need a Tale of Terror for that one, a Z story for Mist. Or Veils, rather. Or a memory of distant shores for the mirrors. Oh, or vision of the surface for hearts. A gambit would increase my pages. I have one move in the great game. I'd rather not, like, hand that over for a tattoo. I'm gonna be realistic here. No, I'm not for now. Thought it said that someone wants to sign on. Either way, speak of moves in the great game. Whispers. He has you repeat it all twice. He doesn't take notes. It's a little beyond me, he tells you. But I have a friend in the palace who will be interested. Very interested. Thank you. Your fee. Give me 30 echoes and another favor. Submit the reports. Come on, Canal. Well, if you've been there, I suppose we may as well hear about it. The fee is nominal, though. Yeah, I'm not surprised. And the Quaker's Haven been trying the original rubbery lumps, have we? I guess. Only 5 echoes, god damn you. You gotta look for a bit. No worries, Rixie. Oops. Yes, I forgot that I get fuel for doing this. Up here. Can I get some fuel, please? Visit the Admiralty fuel stores. If you've done good work, the Admiralty will issue you with a book of little chitties. No. I think. Unlocked with hull no more than 74. You have 2! 75 echoes. What? C&H have a reputation for reliable work for a slightly higher price. The Admiralty Yards. They're gonna take away 3 of my favors, but it's gonna cost me next to nothing. But it'll also completely repair my hull. Practice Faber Engineers. What the hell is that? I'm not going to dig into this. Admiralty Yards, it is. I don't mind spending some of my favors to make it cost next to nothing in order to repair myself. Alright. My hull quality is back up to 75. Perfect. Just what I needed. Back into London. University, Wolfstack, hired more crew, put your ship in dry dock, new crew. A new recruit. Who awaits your attention? Someone wants to sign on. On later visits, different officers will sometimes be available. If there's more than one choice, you choose one per visit. Engage an officer. The Carnelian Exile. First officer, gunnery officer. Engage a Zailor. What desperate desire has led this one to sign on? Who cares? They're very keen, consequently they're cheap. This will simply increase your crew by 1. Exile is first officer, increases mirrors and pages. Maybe's daughter is an engineer who increases veils, iron, and engine power. I need engine power. Give me engine power. At the end of the rotting dock, a woman perches on a suitcase. Both she and the suitcase are noticeably cleaner than everything else in view. Hello. Where are you headed? On second thoughts, I don't mind. Can I come aboard? Yes, I'm an engineer, but I'm an engineer in a hurry. Sure. Don't care about your story, just come on board. Oh, you bet. Me hiring you on still costs 30 echoes, huh? Frick. If anyone comes looking for me, well, I'm not accepting callers. Can I trust you to pass that on? You don't want them distracting me from my duties. Appoint your new officer. Yeah, I know how this works. You don't need to keep telling me. Boop. 3 irons, 6 veils, and 100 more engine power. What is my current engine power even? Hold on. Hold. Okay, so my engine's current power is 800, so with her that makes me 900. Cool. Lovely. Lodgings. Let's look around London a little more, see if there's anything else going on. Put your ship. Nope, nothing else. Okay. Well, I've got a thing to go and do northeast. A nice little delivery for my friends. What is it that you want? Journal quests or objectives. Find 7 skins of Zoop or 7 packages of mutter salts. No. A dream and a scheme. He has a plan. No. Admiralty Commission, ambition. Where the hell's the Father's Bones? Miscellaneous. Terror, Ruby, writing, information. Almost safe. Request for passage. Welcome to passenger board. Someone requires. Where is... your past, quality of lodging, suspicion. Where that... What happened to that commission I agreed to? Cold Trail... It's just not here. Where is it? Alright then, I guess I'm just gonna have to... I know it was a mountain. It's northeast from here. I guess I'll just head on that way. I just realized I don't have much fuel. 1 second, turning around. Beep, beep. Whoops. Forgot about that one. Just a mild inconvenience to my fuel. Shops. Miss Plenty, thank you. I'd appreciate a bunch of fuel, please. Thank you. Oh, and so many supplies, please. Thank you. I'm back to being poor. But at least I've got a secure amount of, sustainment now. Oh. Probably going to be a little bit of a lighter stream today, as my throat isn't too pleased. But probably still go for at least another hour. Hunter's Keep, Low Barnett. I'm looking for a mountain. Whoa, dude, you're real close to crashing there. You okay? Ooh, Hunter's Keep is actually something I can dock with. Hold on. That's another that's another port report I can get over here. Hunter's Keep. Quiet Isle, a grand old house. A hump of dark rocks washed in mist like 100 other undersea islands. Reconnoitre the island. Plunging cliffs, soft green lawns, a well tucked away in a fold of the grounds. Anything else? Probably not. Ships rarely come here. Nothing changes, even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle. The house and the sisters. But the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. Spy on the house. This place may not be as simple as it seems. Yeah, sure, let's do that. If I see a challenge, I take the challenge. Piano music drifts across the terrace. Got 40 fragments from that. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlor, grand in size if a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another, fair-haired but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully into the embers. Soon, she says, and the piano music falters and stops. We'll go hungry, and then the end will come for me, but not for you. The pianist raises her eyes from the keyboard. Hush! If we don't speak of it, she frowns. Has she seen you at the window? You withdraw. They going hungry. They will have heard your ship come in. Why hide? Yeah, let's give a knock. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor where three young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia, the noisy one is Phoebe, the cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Distant bells. A hump of dark rocks swathed in mist, like 100 other under... Oh, wait, that's just describing the island. Luncheon with sisters, Cynthia, Lucy, or Phoebe. News, news! Even when the sisters are feeling sociable, they can be tempted out of their lair by the smell of new stories. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Lucy, the middle sister, sunny, restless, prone to giggles. Let's go with Cynthia. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder. An axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here. I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. I gained a little terror. And a tale of terror. But I got a supply. You are acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. I lost for hunger. God damn it. I do these things every time when I've, barely got hunger to reduce to begin with. Iron remains unchanged at 51. You now have the gods of the Z Salt's attention. Huh? Salt? I only have one recent news. Do I? Well, perhaps not. I'll be on my way. Thank you. Oh, well, northeast from there, it said. I'm still not seeing... Yeah, I haven't seen it before, at least, so I'm just gonna keep trying to go northeastwards. And hopefully get lucky. Because in this game, as it mentioned earlier, it does... islands do move around a little bit, apparently, so I could easily just end up... oh, I do have my bat that I can use. Tell me where to go. There are no islands within the Z-Bat's range. Well, what good are you? That's a ton of chook over there. What about now? Still no lands. Oh, I got the lamp. Oh, not you. dodge. And dodge again. Oh boy. I know your tricks now. Lucky shot. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, spin. Alright. One more shot should do the trick. Why are you... Okay, he's not charging up right now, at least. Oh my goodness gracious me. He nearly charged at me at random. More Z stories. Yippee. Alright, where even am I? No, that's not what I meant to click. Send out the Z-Bat. No islands still. Are you kidding me? What have we got here? Light ship. Just fuel or speak to the crew. They long for news of home. Sure, we'll give these guys some news. Gained a Z story and lost some terror, which is very helpful. Alright. We'll be on our way then. Still trying to find that mountain. Z-Bat, I'm begging you, please, for the love of God, find something. No islands within the Z-Bat's range. Where is it? Where is this? Your Z-Bat discovered something. Is some distance to the northeast. Frostfound, Stoddard's Haven. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squatched by the dock. Engage an officer, the tireless mechanic. Well, I've already got a mechanic, so get the hell away from me. Take tea with the squatters at the dock. Some of them wear the robes of Iremi riddlefishers. Some look like white-earned folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem like a little more practical than either of those people. Ooh, supplies and fuel. How nice of them. Oh, also lost 10 terror. Huge. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths. A helpful riddlefisher explains as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Irem and Wither meet here for contests. She finished vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours, while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liquors, pale withern beer, and something the riddlefisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare. The riddlefisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. Cool. Create a port report. What are the squatters up to? Not all are Iremi or Withern. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad rubbery man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. Alright. Neat little place. Frostfound. Discovered Sycamore Arch. Okay, I need to test this, because it's an arch and presumably in the air. Can I go under it? I can. Teneb. The hell's Teneb? Oh, that, I'm guessing that specific tower. Alright. Let's talk to one of our, crew. Perhaps you don't entirely trust her, but she keeps the engines turning, and she's hard to dislike. Invite her to dine with you. No, increase my veils, though. She doesn't need me to know anything about her to increase my veils. Alright. Cool. I don't need to talk to her, since I can't dine with her, because I need a strange catch, apparently. She's only interested in wacky cuisine. Here trembles. A breath of change passes. We fed the crew. Alright. Send out the bat. Southwest. Click to mark on your chart. Yeah, you found... Fucking useless bat. Chang'e Rift. Yeah, no, that doesn't help me, honestly, if we're being realistic now. I'm already very familiar with that one, so it's not going to really do me much good. Yeah, he just keeps on telling me about that same island that I've already been to. Trying to find this damnable island is this damnable mountain, rather, is proving to be laborious. No idea whatsoever where it is. I've gone northeast. But past that, I can't seem to discover exactly where. Seabat, find something, please. Give me a hint. No islands, huh? Absolutely nothing. I need to find a better Zbat or something. I don't know. This Zbat seems broken. He's not finding shit, man. Where? Literally anything. I'm begging you. Oh. Some distance to the south. Thornwell Croft. I see, I see. You're low on fuel. Thank you. Oh, fuck, I really am low on fuel, huh? Shepherd Isles. Well, you're definitely not a mountain. Well, maybe at least you'll have, fuel to spare. Sheep, lichen, and standing stones. You probably do not, in fact, have fuel for me. Of course. The bearded watchman tells you there are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. Greybeards sitting in the village square nod solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tales. Ask us anything. A picnic at the Standing Stones. Unlocked with something awaits you. Tales of the stand... Let's have a picnic. I've lost 3 terror. Your sailors watch the fireflies shimmer, swap shanties, pass around the grog and shy stones at the more vampirically inclined Zbats. Grasses nod in the breeze across the dark water. The lights of the Abbey Rock glow watchfully. Alright. Engage an offer, the sigil-ridden navigator. I only have 30 echoes, damn it. In the bleak light of the false stars, surface roiling like a porridge pot, up with a roar of steam and flash of fire. 3 windows swimming tentacles, and then we saw His Highness. There is rather a lot of this material. Damn it. I'm too poor to get the navigator. Watch the bloody mountain be like somewhere around here. I need to head west ASAP to try and get fuel because this place had nothing. Actually, I failed to check the I did fail to technically look at the store, but I don't know if that would have helped me. There's a fucking jellyfish in the way, guys. I need to ignore you. I'm sorry. You can fuck right off, if I'm being honest. I'm not accosting you. Don't you fucking accost me. It's chasing me! Ow! Rat bastard. Hey, Lightship. And oh my god, 20 echoes for 1 fuel. I need it. I can't afford not to. Holy, I need to get back to London. My fuel is absolutely shot right now. I'm so poor. I fed my crew. Please help me, somebody. Yeah, collect messages. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on. Blind Bruiser attends. That's all for now. Alright. London. Admiralty Survey Office. Hunter's Keep. Gain 1 favor. Hunter's Keep has been confirmed by the Admiralty's Record Office. I'm not gonna try and lie to them. That's just not going to work out for me in the long run. Fuel. Frost found. Ooh, they like that. 30 echoes. Is it as beautiful as they say? I doubt it. Poets are notorious liars, but liars make bad poets. A paradox, isn't it? Never mind. Your report? Cool. Can I speak to the spectacle guy? No appointment, but apparently I'm to show you in anyway. Very well. Hey, friend. Can you, like, substantiate me? I need 2 to 3 fuel. It's apparently a chance-based thing. Are you sure I can't just, like, get that for free? For free? Please? Why do I have to get a challenge? Success! 3 fuel. Can I do it again? Success! Easy money. Oh, I ran out of favors. Damn. Well, what am I at now for money? I've got 50 echoes. I'm fucking poor. Get some recent news. Gain 1 supply. Huh. Handy. I didn't even read that, actually. I fucked up. Whoops. I'm just going into sort of autopilot mode right now. Rest in a room above the blind helmsman. 10 echoes. I don't want to spend my money. I've got so little of it. Ventures to Sire. I don't have anything you want. Okay, well. What can we even do at this point? I mean, I can try and look there for the mountain that I've been asked to go and check out, but I don't know how well that's gonna turn out for me. Can I move this along so that we can get, like, we can afford to be a little more hungry, right? No. Seems not. Damn it. Alright, well, off we go again. Bad Stevener's Abyss. Such a beautiful place. Okay, well... maybe there'll be something out there. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find the mountain. What can you get me, my good little, friendly little Z-Bat? No islands? Slash me looks at the island right next to me. He's blind. He's a little fucking idiot. He's so stupid. Something drifts face down. Man, I haven't even been gone from port that long, really. Oh well. There's gotta be something around here, right? Like, there can't be nothing. There is a singular island. But not even an island that I can get onto. And same over here. Cool. Absolutely nothing over here, guys. That's great. Oh, and it's a bat swarm. Oh boy. Stay away from me. Oh, they're charging. Owie. Rat bastard. I don't know how I can shoot one massive cannonball at those things, and apparently that kills the swarm. Little leathery corpses lie scattered across your deck. The rest of the swarm vanishes into the nethery dark, or the neathy dark. Dispose of the corpses. Their mere touch leaves you shuddering. This will slightly reduce terror. Or gather them up, succulent with stolen blood, into the pot. No, I'd rather not eat bats, thank you. I don't want to form new diseases on my ship. Well, northwards, I guess. Maybe I'll be able to find the fucking mountain. This mountain's going to be the bane of me. I need that to be understood right now. I will... this captain's death is going to be caused by desperately searching for this stupid mountain that some one-eyed guy asked me to find, and implied very kindly that I would regret not agreeing to it. So here I am, out in the abyss, hoping and praying that I see a stupid island with a mountain on it. Z-Bat, please, I'm begging you. No, Dahuli's rage! Dathuli! I'm going to be avoiding that. There's something, please. No islands. We're gonna find the mountain soon, guys. It's out here for sure. There'll be an island with a big old mountain. Any time now. It's just around the corner. Oh, look, a port. What the fuck is Codex? What the hell? This isn't the mountain. The Isle of Codex. You're not what I was looking for. Codex, a desperate cave full of mute exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. Oh. Acquire a doomed monster hunter. I'm just gonna get the report. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar, the meaning unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. Cool. What? Searing Enigma. What the f... Doomed Monster Hunter. This one has waited all her life for a single answer. Give her that answer and she will be ready to lay down her life. Well, I don't have a Searing Enigma to provide her with, sadly. In fact, I'm probably going to die out here, if we're being honest. This has got to be... This is the mountain, right, guys? Discovered Wither, Andergard Harbor. You're not a mountain. You're not the mountain I'm looking for. What the fuck? Well, this is directly north. I should have known that it wouldn't be this place. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? He's gonna take away my knees, guys. The House of the Question. I went here instead of, you know, the island first. Defy the gods? I don't like that one. I don't like that one, but I don't know. Northwest of Withertown, the House of the Question stands alone. Here the initiates of the house make offerings to the three gods of the deep sea, and perhaps a fourth who is not a god. It's the one place in Wither where you can sometimes get a straight answer, for a price. Gaining the attention of a god is useful chiefly for lifting curses. Gain stone's attention. A flame burns eternally in the shrine of stone. Bright god of home and healing. Bring fuel for her flame and a token from the south where she rules. Ask about the drowned man. What? Initiates of the house are reluctant to speak of him, but you may be able to bribe them enough to gain a few tenuous snippets. Or just shit-talk the gods, I guess. Spit on the floor, curse the priests, overturn an altar. This will increase your iron and hearts by 5 each, up to 110, and set your terror to 0, but you will never be able to remove any god's curse or benefit in certain other ways. I'm not gonna piss off the gods for that. What the hell do you want from me? Wither. Behind the grand arch over the bay, the pale wastes stretch white and silent as the face of the moon. From here, you might almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. Noted. What kind of shops we got here, actually? Oh, I can get mutter salt here. Oh, but it costs Z stories, apparently. What? Oh, I can get fuel? I can't sell for what? Hunter's Cage, Stygian Ivory, Starshell, the figurehead of the Eater of What the hell are we saying here? Anatomical cabinet. I can sell my supply for a Tale of Terror. I'm not going to grab that yet, but I would like some fuel, please. Very much need more fuel at all times here. Anyways, back to the town. Explore the town. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of grey stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. Explore. Oh my god! Am I on fire? Don't tell me I'm on fire. Who'll try? Who will buy? A street vendor turns skewers on a... Oh. The mixed scents are nothing like anything sold in London. Try the grilled troglodyte pot prawns. The shredded jellyfish, or something mysterious. Do you have anything more robust? What? Unaccountably peckish. That sounds terrifying. Troglodyte prawns sound nice. Lost 2 terror, gained one singular fragment, and we lost 5 hunger. Cool. Shore leave. I'm not giving you fuckers shore leave. With all my remaining money, go away. Get our fucking report. The citizens of Wither enjoy questions, so much so that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. Are you asking for any particular reason? At what time of day? Is that your hat? Might it be 6? It could be 6. Eventually, you cobble together enough implication and supposition to compose a report. That sounds horrid. I hate this place. What the... Alright, we're turning around. What is that thing? I'm killing it. I'm going to fight that thing. Lifeberg. Never mind, I'm not fighting that thing. I'm going to run for my life. Back to Wither I go. Back. Back, foul beast. Wait, hold on, it's pathetic. Oh my god, it's not pathetic. It's not pathetic. Stay away from me. Alright, I go out again now to harass it. I'm just camping. Oh boy. This is not going to work. Surely I can't just BM this thing for all of eternity. Until it's actually died. Yeah, you can't do anything to me. Oh no. Huh. Oh, that was close. This is so aggressively unfair on this thing. I'm cheesing this ever so slightly, but I don't care. That thing's big, it's gotta drop some good stuff. Alright. Hello? Oh my god, it didn't actually mark it. Fuck. It didn't seem to actually care that much. Oh, now it does. Reverse, reverse, reverse. And... lose aggro. Yeah, that's right. You abide by your laws. Oh, he's mad. Oh no. Yeah. What a fucking travesty this is for this thing. Oh, he's raring up. Oh, that's unfortunate. This is a bit cheap, but I never claimed to be interested in fair play with a literal fucking iceberg. Oh, he turned right around. Oh no. Nice try. Neener, neener, neener. Let him get a little further out. And... oh, he turned around real fast that time. And lose aggro again. This is unfair on him, but I don't care. We're almost there. We've almost got him. Oh, he instantly is mad at me. Hold on, buddy. Don't you try anything. This is perhaps the most amusement I could have asked for in my immediate leave of this place. Oh man, hold on. I actually need to... I can't buy supplies here, actually. That's, ooh. My slightly silly behavior with the Lifeberg over here seems to be costing me my supplies. He seems so much more tanky now. Is it because he's been aiming at me and his front is tougher than the back? Oh boy. Don't mind me, buddy. Oh boy. Oh, that hurt. Owie. Well. My crew may start to starve, but, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Oh no. He's insta-charging me! Owie! Cheap shot. Oh my god, I'm dead. You've lost a crew member, did I now? Alright. Legacy qualities unlocked absolutely nothing. Horizon Codex. Book of Sharps. F. Yeah, F. Please confirm the following information. So I either rival, retain half of the iron value and one weapon. Pupil, retain 50% of their mirrors and 50% of their money. Salvager, retain 50% of their veils and 50% of money. Shipmate, retain 50% of hearts and one officer. Or correspondent, retain 50% of their pages and their chart. I'm a rival. The one weapon that he had. And get to keep some of that iron value. And by some of that iron value, I mean one more than the base value, I guess. That's my legacy. Take the rival legacy. Captain's making. 3 decades ago. Yep, that's the normal. Choose my past. This time, I'm something of a philosopher. And I start with a plausible surgeon. Hearts, pages, and I just have a doctor. That's helpful. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight brought you down to beneath the cavern where London lies, and now they take you out to sea. Your acquaintance, the plausible surgeon, will serve as ship's doctor until you find someone better. Start with 20 echoes, 25 mirrors, a plausible surgeon. Nice. This time I'm going to go for a fulfillment ambition because apparently Father's Bones are in the opposite side of the planet, practically, so. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z, write a masterpiece, and retire. Whenever you return to Fallen London, you have the option of retiring, but you'll need to write your masterwork first. Your objective ambition quality is now become London's most venerated explorer. I still like to go by Captain. Captain it is. Who are you? I'm Kaz's rival, Kaz. And this time, I'm a big fan of Phantom of the Opera. Advice for captains, wowee. Sell them. 50 echoes. The Labyrinth of what the? The Labyrinth of Tigers is open under the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see the devil apes of Far Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Cantigaster's children, the gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend NB. The management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. Or purchase a live specimen from the labyrinth. I'm not rich, thank you. Provide a rare creature of the labyrinth. A harlot fry for 500 echoes. What the hell is the harlot fry? I don't. A passenger. Agree to carry the august travel writer to Guider's Morn. He prepared to pay handsomely for transport, and he is keen to commission your ship specifically. Sure. Welcome aboard. The august travel writer shakes your hand. His grip is distressingly strong. Thank you. It's Guider's Morn I'm bound for first, he says. I hear they... he hurries over to your stoker, who is carrying his steamer trunk up. His steamer trunk up the gangplank. No need to trouble yourselves. Give it here. Remember, Captain, Guider's Morn. I'll pay you 150 echoes when we arrive. Notable stories seem to turn up where the august travel writer goes. I don't know where Guider's Morn is, though. Could you, give me a direction? No, okay. Well, I'm sorry, little ferret, but I'm grabbing the mushroom again. It's not you, it's, well, it's you. You're not as cool as a sentient mushroom. Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. No, I don't need to do that. I know where to go. Hire on more crew. No, I don't need more crew. Put your ship in dry dock. Offer passage to a tomb colonist. Yeah, we'll do that. New recruit. No. No. Find secrets by locating locations of interest or in foreign ports. Okay. I don't have my map. Okay. We are fans of mirrors. The higher your mirrors, the quicker you can find a firing solution in combat. That's actually really nice. What happened? A sentient iceberg took beef with me and eradicated my last captain. We're gonna do a quick go around with the new captain. And then I'll probably wrap up for the day before my throat gives out. Turn in. Hunter's Keep. A very modest challenge. Reconnaissance. Let's go. Let's spy a little bit. Ooh. Oh no, I was successful. Thank goodness. I was gonna cry. Hello, welcome. You're all saying the same thing probably. Let's talk to Phoebe. Phoebe has a story to tell of two lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the false stars glittering in the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Untersee shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob the wood chips between the islands. Vast spined things pulse in the depths. There is a scent like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Something in there. You finish the last course. Somewhere in there, you finish the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits. One memory of distant shores. You are acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep and gained a supply. Lost 20 hunger. Didn't gain any new fragments, it seems. You now have the Gods of the Sea Storm's attention. Oh boy, that's not... Well. Da-da-ba-da. I wish that there were sea shanties. I'm a big fan of sea shanties, and it upsets me a little bit that there are not sea shanties playing while I go about my business out here at sea. Quiet, quiet indeed. Oh, now the music kicks in. Ah, ya rat bastard. Full power to the engines. If you exceeded an extra turn of speed, clicking the full power Oh, if you ever need an extra turn of speed, click the full power icon. Horn. Pressing the H key will blow your horn. This has no useful function and may provide nearby Z-beasts or hostile... or may provoke nearby Z-beasts or hostile vessels. Thank you for the sing-song in chat. Ow, fucking Christ, dude. This thing is like the worst to fight. Thank goodness I got that lock on just in time. Alright, let it disperse. A Z story for me. All clear, everyone. Ooh, Flitterstone Isle. You don't actually seem to have a dock, despite having a little dock there. Do you have, like, an actual settle? Oh, yeah, you're Shepherd's, You're the Shepherd dock. That doesn't actually have sheep, because sheep are illegal. Something awaits you in port. Grand for me. Gods, I'm so slow. Hello, Fieldhaven. Hello, Shepherd Isles. Alright. Uh, Tales of Three Graves, Tales of Thornwell Croft. Compile a port report first. Let's do that before anything else. Engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator. Let me guide your ship. I know all the sea, how it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm working. The navigator is a first officer who increases mirrors and veils. Well, I'm a fan of mirrors, so let's keep bumping up my mirrors, please. Thank you. The nonsense here was a distraction for a while, but only the Z can help me now. Oh my god. The air, the air. It's clearer already. Let me chart a course for you. Oh, my head. My head. Cool. Lost 50 echoes. This guy's expensive. Bearded villagers are happy to talk about the local sites. Well, site. Let's do that one. You heard of the Pillar Shard. You heard of the Pillared Sea, where Irem lies. Wise men from Irem came here. Oh, 80 years ago. He planted 3 pillars. They were as big as fingers when I were young. Now they're as you can see them. In my son's time, they'll be as big as dock cranes. I see. One memory of distant shores. Cool. Of course, the bearded watchman tells you. There are no actual shepherds. Oh, well, I know that one. Alright. Let's assign my new first officer. What the? I didn't mean to click that. Alright, officers, my first officer. I forgot to assign my mushroom to being my mascot. Foolish me. I have... oh, whoops, I tried to assign him to the wrong thing. You're going over here. Has that tattoo grown since last you looked? He's got the wide face. Illegal, the poor one. Bad. Bad, Abby. My mirrors is up to 59 now. Very nice. So, mirrors affects rate of acquiring target. Iron is damage. Veils is decreases the range at which enemies will spot you. Interesting. Ooh, crab. Pages is XP. Oh, I'm no longer able to. Oh boy, he's going directly towards me. That's not good. Hey, buddy. Take the risk. Oh no, that wasn't enough. Alright, well, I tried to take him out before he could do that, but guess not. Oh well. Dissect it, please. 25 fragments is good for me. Alright, show me my officers. Hearts sometimes help with tests around terror. So, everything else... so, veils, mirrors, and iron have actual effects on the combat situation and, like, the actual sailing. Station 3. We may infer a Station 1 and a Station 2. We may conjecture a Station 4. But the pages and hearts are not really involved in the actual sailing bit. Machinery hums behind high steel walls. Up the hill there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire, but the lamps are low where they burn at all, and your ship the only one in harbor. Train your telescope on the shore. You stand on the high point of your ship and look to shore. There is a steepled building on the horizon, by far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks the top of it, nor any symbol you recognize. Deliver a long box. I don't... What? Try the gate. Search for signs of other visitors. Even with my high mirrors, that's a modest challenge. Wow. I was successful. A box lies broken on the ground at one of the far quays. No one has cleared away the debris. A torn label reading Soothing Coup. Curved shards of apothecary bottles. A curious oval of silvered metal the size of a cameo brooch. Try the gate. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy-looking gate of triple-barred silvery metal. A sign beside it reads, Deliveries. No way in. The metal is steel-hard and icy cold to the touch. Attempts with chisels and crowbars fail. Perhaps if you could bring the ship's guns to bear, but no. If you return with a certain delivery, the gate will be open. You'll know if you find it. Alright, well. Let's start heading home. Welcome back, Rixie. And yeah, Abby was kind enough to start singing shanty for the stream. Now we're on our way back. I think you were away when the our first fine captain got murdered by a very large and very sentient iceberg. The Sisterhood. I can grab a another port report from here. God damn these ducks for always being on the side that I'm trying to enter from. Disappointed it wasn't the SpongeBob theme. I beg mercy. Please, God. 20 echoes for a supply. Go to hell. Compile a report. Yep, we've been here. I don't need to read it again. Knock at the iron-studded gates. I don't really want to talk about recent news. Watch the convent. Always fun. Gives at least a few fragments. Search the surroundings. And there's the cache. 5 fuel, 5 supplies, a strategic information. Alright, so it seems that that's consistently there, the cache. Good to know. There is no confirmation on giant anglerfish accosting me as of yet in this game now. I am not about to achieve a hat trick on that front. Off to Quaker's Haven to get another report, hopefully. Damn it, misty today over here. What the? I can barely see the circle that's meant to show that I can dock here. We're picking up the cat because I will be, threatened by Rixie if I don't. Chat to the fisherman. Get my report. I am not spending my very limited cash supply on getting drunk at the Cock and Magpie. Alright, back to London we go. Also, yes, hello gent. How are you? Hope you are well. Oh, nearly off. Sadly, you've arrived at the tail end of the stream, as I'm not going to do a longer stream today. My throat is a little upset with me this fine day, so once we get back to port, I'll be wrapping up, sadly, but glad you could at least make it. Mostly the stream has been me getting acquainted with the game and reading in and figuring it out a little bit. But hopefully next week I'll be able to do a longer one and we'll be able to properly dig into sailing far and wide and probably getting accosted by other various things besides the oversized iceberg that killed my first captain. Collect messages from the harbor master. Am I going to be accosted? Yeah, no, I'm not interacting with you. Fuck you. A specialist surgeon. Before I do that, I'm going to turn in all my reports. Hunter's Keep. Shepherd Isles. Abbey Rock. Station 3 is a new one. I haven't submitted this one before. Excuse me. Just let me call a colleague and, this is my colleague, Mr. Villain, of the Ministry of Public Decency. Mr. Villain, this good captain's report is here. If you would care to... yes, the fire is already lit. Let us... there we go. Now only ashes remain, and it might have caused such a lot of trouble. Thank you, Captain. We appreciated your discretion. Here is your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair. Ah! Station 3 is a no-go zone by these people's standards, it seems. Quaker's Haven. I ask if there's anything you need in particular they need. The Admiral deals directly with more sensitive assistance with subsistence. No, pass on strategic information. 150 echoes. We're looking good on money today. Ask what he needs. Is this the same thing? Yeah, that's the same thing he said last time. Ask if they need anything in particular he needs. Speak to our agent, there. And return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Retrieve strategic information from the Empire of the Hands far to the east. Far to the east? That's gonna be a journey. What else can I do? Can I get some help with, subsistence, please? A tough oh, 31%. Oh, failed. Only 2 few. Oh, so it's basically a do you get 2 or 3 question is what that is. Alright. Yeah, I'm fine with just getting 2. Alright, your lodgings. Let's grab the specialist surgeon. Because, well, this guy is certainly a surgeon. He's not that good. Whereas our good friend, the Clairiere, gives 6 hearts and 6 iron, which is going to be a lot more beneficial to me. And she'll probably also have a story, unlike this guy whose only identifier is that he's a surgeon, a plausible one at that. Into London once more. Put ship in dry dock, hire more crew, no. Carouse in Wolfstack docks, no. Oh, 80%. I'll take that. I'll take those odds. You were fortunate. Lost 5 terror, lost 30 echoes, but have 1 news now. Anything else to do? What would it cost to... I have plenty of fuel right now. I've got... I could do with a few more supplies, in fact. Wolfstack Exchange. This is where you buy and sell valuables, cargo to sell to other places, I guess. Bolts of spider silk. Bale of whatever that is. Who plucks the flax from the banks of rivers that flow through sleep? Caro's naval surplus. Is this the... That's exactly what I have right now. Sea Worn. All damage 24. All damage 8. Ooh, that's a lot better than what I technically have right now. Life damage 24. Life damage 8. Crew damage 1. 1. Warm-up time 4. 4. Stagger? Ooh. Left shift to buy 10 of these. Why would you ever do that? What about this one? That's 12. 12. What the? Oh, forward. This one's a deck weapon, so it's probably side-facing. That would... This one is forward weapon. 14, 22. So not nearly as much hull damage and slightly less life damage, but more crew damage. But it doesn't... Why are these things so expensive? They seem like they're worse. I'm gonna buy that. Sell the one I have. Shit. Where's my hold? There you are. Apply that. Wait, hold on. Assay. Fit to slot. Hello? Costs 1 torpedo component per use. I have made a grave mistake, guys. I didn't read properly. What? Sea worn torpedoes. Fuck. Hey, shop, can I get a refund? I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. Put that back in, please. That I just wasted 40 coins. Sell that back because I'm a fucking moron. Oh, I should have just gone for the flensing cannon then. Damn it. Oh well. Ratus Faber assistant. What the fuck are you? You want someone to take a look inside that? In combat, Ratus Faber assistants can be deployed for quicker repairs. It's dangerous work. Don't expect them back. Oh. Elderly steeple engine. I think that's exactly what I already have. Yeah, elderly steeple engine. House of Vision gives +1 mirrors. Oh wait, this is the yeah, fit that slot again. Damn it all! Oh yeah, the Tomb Colonist. I forgot I have him in here. Alright. Alright. Well, I think I've done about all I can. Wasting my goddamned money in the most absurd ways possible. Good job, me. Go to my lodgings. Visit your study. No. Rest in town. Purchase an elegant townhouse. No. Consider retirement from seafaring. Where do I go to? Once your lodgings are large enough to support a study, you can create items such as an ironclad will, a whispering trophy cabinet, or the Song of the Z. My quest, my ambition, yeah. London's most venerated explorer. How do you want it all to end? Determines how you win. Quest for passage. How am I meant to write? What do I even need to write? Unlocked when memoirs. Quality of lodging is a room above the blind helmsman. You have this. How much would it cost for 1,000 for an elegant townhouse, huh? Oof, money is difficult out here. Allows you to review options which will end the game. You can safely scrutinize them without choosing one. But I need a home first. Okay. Alright. Continue. Oy. Well, alright. I think that's enough for today. My throat is actually quite unhappy. Oh, wait, no, don't manual save. launch and then dock again so that it saves on its own. There we go. We don't do manual saves because then that messes up the game. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Either way though, black screen is the ending background for today. Whoopsies, I'm off game today. Oh, I will be back again Thursday. We'll probably be finishing up with Tactical Breach Wizards that day. And next week we'll be back to this. Hopefully a longer stream. I plan for it to be a longer stream, but either way, thank you for everyone who's come to watch today, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, take care, have lovely days, and look after yourselves. Bye-bye.